Alright guys, I'm back again. Second time tonight. New beer though. We got Varietal Beer Co. and this one is Gravis Angel. And it's an Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. Varietal Beer Co. is one of the local guys in the valley. They're just kind of maybe like half hour up the highway. Right here, a blend of Imperial Milk Stout and Imperial Oatmeal Stout aged in bourbon barrels for 18 months. And we got 11.9 ABV in a 16-ounce can. Let's crack this bad boy and see what we're working with. We got our varietal bow tie glass there that we're going to pour it into. Should have went with like a snifter or something, but I figured we'd show off some of the beer swag with the varietal glass. Okay, very nice. There it is, the varietal bow tie. Really like this glass and that logo. Okay, so definitely get a lot of bourbon flavor. This tastes to me like a young stout. There's a lot of bourbon warmth. There's a lot of bourbon character that is immediately detectable. It's a boozy stout, some warmth in the chest, but it does have enough body to be there. I wouldn't say it's like thick and syrupy, and I wouldn't say that the beer is kind of overpowering the bourbon character. In this case, I think it's the other way around. The bourbon character in this one is outweighing the beer. I had it sitting out for about 15 minutes out of the fridge, so it's cool, but it's not like chill, you know what I mean? Really nice though. I don't have too many that have a lot of the bourbon warmth all the time. I've had them, I enjoy them, but I just don't have them all the time. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting it out of this one, but I will enjoy it nevertheless. It does have some pretty good taste to it. So we're using some First Canadian Shave Barbershop, and that's their tallow and goat's milk shaving soap. This is a sample that was sent with one of my orders. I pretty much used all that I could scrape out of it. And I already loaded up off camera in my Lancaster. What? Wait a minute. This is my Lancaster bowl. If you watched my mail call video, Marion The Barbarian gifted me this Tony Dellett 3D printed shaving bowl. And so you can see it there. It's got that nice texture. Has a little brush holder up top there. Looks like my little stubby brush is kind of a little bit heavy with all that lather in it, so it wants to go in. But let's see if I can get down to the bottom. If you watched my mail call video, you could see the kind of from the beginning, but you can see there it has ridges and dimples on the bottom, and they actually go up the sides as well, or at least the ridges do. So that's pretty cool. It whipped up a lather pretty nicely. I'm kind of worried that, you know, the edges on this bowl are a little bit sharp, but we'll see how it goes. If none of my brushes degrade over time, then it'll prove to not be an issue. But I would have liked them to maybe have some finishing done by hand. I understand that that kind of rough surface might help in agitating a lather, but at what cost? Like, if it degrades the tips of your brush, the cons will outweigh the pros, you know what I mean? So maybe in the future, consider maybe consider in the future doing the finishing touches by hand, like after it comes out of the printer, take some fine sandpaper or something of the sort and just kind of knock that top layer off so it's more of a smoothed over finish, at least on those ridges and dimples. That way it kind of lowers that chance of any long-term degradation of your brush. So other than that, the bowl is lightweight. It seems pretty sturdy. It built a lather really easily. It looks great with that kind of dark blue to light blue gradient. The brush holder is a nice feature. And really, I can't say too much bad about it. It's just, it looks like a really nice bowl. I don't have any idea how much it costed, but it looks like a really nice bowl. I think people who have already purchased a Tony Dellett 3D printed shaving bowl are pretty happy with their purchases, at least from what I've seen on the Facebook groups and on YouTube. And so I think I'm going to be a happy customer too. As long as that, as long as those kind of rough edges don't do anything to the tips of my brushes, I'll be a happy camper. I also put some menthol in this from the Bougie Chill Mill, the Menth Dealer, the motherfucking Ice Saber. We're going to be using our Jobo Mini Henckels, as I call it. This was also a gift from Marion a while back. When he sent me some razors to try, he sent me this mini and then a much larger straight razor. And he sent me both of them just to give a go when I was pretty early on in my straight razor journey. And stuff like that is just never forgotten, and it's always very much appreciated. And when I was getting ready to send stuff back to Marion, he said, hey, just keep that mini. He said, I think you'll like it. It's nimble to get around your beard, and I think it'll come in clutch for you. And he wasn't wrong. I absolutely love shaving with this little mini straight razor. It always gives me a nice shave. Whoever edge is on it, it's a nice edge that works with my skin well. Definitely got some hairs off there. So I wanted to use, let's kind of shift gears here. I wanted to use First Canadian Shave and at least some Canadian shave gear, because my buddy Justin, I believe, Justin the Red Island Shaver, is set to have surgery on his eyes today. If you're familiar with Justin the Red Island Shaver, I did a shave during Tribute Shave Week for Justin, and I've always enjoyed his content. I've watched him for quite a while now on YouTube, the Red Island Shaver, and even before we kind of had a friendship through the wet shaving hobby, and I was just a subscriber of his YouTube channel, I've always thought he was a very nice guy, a cool guy, Really good with a straight razor, good sense of humor. And the longer I've known him, the more fucking tricks he pulls out of his bag. He's a jamming on the guitar. He makes his own music. He's laid a few tracks that he shared with us recently. And surprisingly, I've liked a lot of them. And I only say surprisingly because I'm I stick to my lane. a lot of rap. A lot of rap and hip hop, and not so much else other than some kind of old school rock. I don't really listen to a lot else. So, surprisingly, I liked a lot of the jams that he shared with us. And I just wanted to bust out some Canadian products and send some positive vibes Justin's way while he's going through this probably nerve-wracking experience. This surgery is kind of a make or break type deal, at least from my understanding. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think it's kind of like a make or break type deal. If everything goes well, which of course it will, and that is what everybody is hoping for. If everything goes well, he will regain some clarity. I don't think, he's going to be like 2020 fucking perfect sight, but he'll regain some clarity that he had previously, and I'm sure that will just be absolutely a huge spirit lifter for Justin, and that is exactly what I want for him, is for him to be happy in his quality of life, at least in the vision department, to be improved, because he is such a good guy, such a cool guy, supportive of the wet shaving community, and he's given us so much from his YouTube channel and shared so much of himself with us. And a lot of us have got to know him, speak very highly of him. And so I want nothing more than for him to be kind of, have something go his way and fucking improve that part of his life. And I'm not trying to put no sob story or patronize him, because I don't think he would enjoy that very much. But I'm a fan of his. I'm a friend, or I consider him a friend of mine. And I really, really hope this goes his direction. And I know it will, because everyone's rooting for him. So, Justin, all I gotta say is, when your eyesight becomes better, you get a little bit of that clarity back, and you can see how I actually look, I just ask that you think of all the nice words that I just said towards you, and you can maybe cling on to those, and maybe look past the fact that I'm a ugly fuck. Just do me a solid after all those kind words I just said. Just kind of keep it to yourself, if you can stomach it after you can kind of see more of my features. Just try your best to hold it all down and show me some kindness. Oh fuck. Anyways, the First Canadian is performing very well. I became familiar with the First Canadian Shave Soap base, and I am a fan. The Barbershop smells pretty good. Smells kind of like maybe a more modern Barbershop. It's a very dense, low structure lather, and you know that's kind of right up my alley. So that right there, I'm a fan of that right there. Oh, that's good. I feel like I'm breathing fire. This little mini Henckels kicks ass, man. I am super thankful for Marion sending me all these different things. Sending me this kick-ass Tony Dellett bowl in my least favorite colors. No, I'm just fucking with you, Marion. I like the color blue, but I don't like it nearly the same as red and the whole black and red color combo is my fucking jam. I am absolutely stunned that I went over this with the Vector yesterday. It's like either an ingrown hair or like a blemish, but I went over it with the Vector yesterday, and then I went over it with the mini Henckels today. It must just be like a tough patch of skin or something of the sort, because it's not like popping open and bleeding. It's it's kind of like holding its own, and the razor's kind of just driving over the top of it, which I'm totally okay with. I'd rather that than having some sort of huge blood stream going down the side of my face. But yeah, everything seemed to do its job well. I had a good first run with that Tony Dellett. Hopefully I'm saying that right, the last name and the first name. If I fucked up Tony, then feel free to unsubscribe, but hopefully I'm saying it right. Tony Dellett. I'm sure you can look up Tony Dellett on Facebook, throw a message or a comment on one of his posts if you're interested. I know nothing about how to order from him. I'm just guessing, speculating. This was a gift, mind you, I didn't buy it myself. So definitely check out Facebook. I at least know he's a member of the Lather and Blade Facebook group, and so am I. So there's that. Feel free to join. It's a kind of wild, wild west of wet shaving. The rules are kind of thrown to the wind. And as long as you're not like some sort of like overt asshole, I think you'll do just fine. And some people can even pull off the overt asshole and gain a few fans in the Lather and Blade group. So definitely a group to check out. Got the Lancaster towel. So yeah, the Bullseye Brushworks brush. That has the Viking soaps. Odin's beard badger knot in it. I am a big fan of that knot. And the Bullseye Brushworks handle together, they make a sexy couple. I'm try to get as much soap as I can out of the beard here, and then we will move on to the aftershave. So the aftershave is actually also given to me by Marion The Barbarian, and this is Oubliette. When I was kind of in a kind of low spot, which doesn't happen often, but a family member passed, and I got so much slickness on my hands I can't even open it. Family member passed, and Marion sent me a set of Phoenix Artisan accoutrements because he knows how much of a fan I am of PAA. And but no, he heard that I liked Oubliette from the samples I got, and he sent me a set of CK6 Oubliette and Aftershave Splash, and it really was a pickup for me because I do love the scent of Oubliette, and CK6 is a phenomenal soap base, and so it was a great gift. And all these things that Marion has given me are great gifts. So I just want to do a little shout out to my boy Marion. I don't give a fuck what you say. That is a bad restrictor. I don't give a fuck what any of you PAA fans say. Get a goddamn industry standard restrictor on there. But anyways, shout out to Marion The Barbarian. Check out his YouTube channel. Send some good vibes to my boy Justin the Red Island Shaver. Check out his YouTube channel. Both will be in the description below. I had a fantastic shave with the mini Henckels and First Canadian's Barbershop. So we'll finish where we started with the bourbon barrel aged stout blend. Cheers. Thank you for all the support. I love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one.